morning, dear students. I am Ms. Navida Sheikh from Brahan Mumbai Mahanagar Palika MCGM virtual class. I welcome all my dear students to another and interesting session. In today's session, we'll be learning something new and interesting from a science textbook. So let's get started.
Good morning, dear students. I am Ms. Navida Sheikh from MCGM Virtual Class. I welcome all my dear students to another and interesting session. In today's class, we will be studying a very interesting chapter from your science textbook. Now, we have already started with this chapter, that is cell and cell organelles. This is the next part of the chapter. Okay, so if you haven't watched the video of the previous part, please go through the video and it will help you understand the concept in a much better way. And let's get started with the next part of the chapter with something new and interesting. So in our previous class, we've already learned about cell membrane. I will just quickly revise about what is the meaning of cell membrane or plasma membrane. The outer boundary of the cell, okay, is called the cell membrane. It separates the cell from other cells. ठीक है, एक सेल से दूसरे सेल को डिफरेंशिएट करने में सेल मेम्ब्रेन हेल्प करता है. इट इज पोरस, मींस इट हैज small holes in its surface which allows the molecules to pass through. We have also learned about cell wall. It is present only in plant cell. It is a non-living structure that surrounds the plant cell. It protects and supports the cell. It is made up of a tough fiber called cellulose. ठीक है, so as I told you, what are the things which is it made up of? It is made up of cellulose and pectin. It protects the cell and it supports the cell. It is a non-living structure that is there present only in the plant cells or the bacteria. Okay, in some bacteria, not every cell. I hope this is clear. Let us see where exactly do you find the cell membrane. Okay, now in a plant cell, this is little different, so that is I've taken this image. In a plant cell, you have cell wall present, जो सेल मेम्ब्रेन के बाहर भी प्रेजेंट है. एनिमल सेल्स में सेल वॉल नहीं होती है, सिर्फ सेल मेम्ब्रेन है. ठीक है, तो द ब्लू लाइन दैट यू सी, द ब्लू बाउंड्री दैट यू सी, दैट इज द सेल मेम्ब्रेन which is protecting the entire cell. Let's understand a very interesting part in today's session, that is looking inside the cell. Let's have a look inside the cell. As I have spoken about in our previous video also, that we will be studying the cell in three different parts. First part was the outer layer, that was the cell membrane. We have learned about cell membrane, we have learned about cell wall, we have learned about the concepts related to cell membrane as well. ठीक है, today we will be learning about the next part of the cell, that is the nucleus. Okay, or there are other which are things which are there inside the cell, okay, present inside the cytoplasm as well. Let us understand about cytoplasm. When you move from the cell membrane, you get into the cytoplasm. ठीक है, cytoplasm is what? Cytoplasm, it covers the largest area within the cell and consists of a semi-fluid portion. ठीक है, it is the largest portion of the cell and it consists of semi-fluid portion. It is the part in outside the nucleus. ठीक है, अब ये जो nucleus है वो बीच में होता है या फिर आजू बाजू में, it could be anywhere. Okay, mostly it is there in the center of the cell, nucleus, but nucleus के आसपास में सारी जो चीज है वो है cytoplasm. ठीक है, cell material outside the nucleus but within the cell membrane. Cell membrane के अंदर और nucleus के बाहर क्या चीज है? Cytoplasm. It is a clear thick fluid. ठीक है, it is a thick fluid. It is not very liquidy, it is not very thick also. It is jelly like, as you can see in the image. It contains structures called organelles. अब cytoplasm के अंदर और सारी चीजें present है, वो हम लोग और पढ़ेंगे डिटेल में. ठीक है, सो आई होप साइटोप्लाज्म इज क्लियर. कॉन्सेप्ट समझ में आ गया है. साइटोप्लाज्म कहाँ है, कैसा है, मटेरियल कैसा है, वो थिक है, थिन है, फ्लेक्सिबल है, कैसा है, समझ में आ गया सबको. लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड इन डिटेल अबाउट इट नाउ. Cytoplasm is the fluid between plasma membrane and nucleus. It is a moving sticky substance. Many cell organelles are suspended in cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is a medium for cellular chemical reactions. The part of cytoplasm other than organelles is the cytosol. Okay, here you can see cytoplasm. Okay, the blue region that you see sky के से दिखाई दे रहा है वो cytoplasm है. अब आते हैं cytosol. What is it? ये जो small small dots दिखाई दे रहे हैं, cytosol stores vital substances like amino acids, glucose, vitamins, etc. In animal cell, cytoplasm is more granular and denser, while in plant cells it is thin and mostly pushed to the periphery due to a larger central vacuole. ठीक है, तो आप लोगों को अगर यहाँ पे दिखाई दे रहा है वो दोनों चीजें हैं, साइटोप्लाज्म है, साइटोप्लाज्म के अंदर ऑर्गेनल्स प्रेजेंट है, दोज ऑर्गेनल्स वी विल बी स्टडिंग लेटर ऑन. उसके अलावा जो वाइट वाइट डॉट्स दिखाई दे रहे हैं हम लोगों को, दोज आर साइटोसोल्स which are there to store the important materials like amino acid, glucose, vitamins जो हमारे खाने से हम लोगों को मिलता है. ठीक है. In animal cells the cytoplasm is more granular, मतलब ज्यादा उसके अंदर ये granules दिखाई देते हैं, ज्यादा dense है, while in plant cells it is thin and mostly pushed to the periphery, मतलब बाहर की तरफ ये present होता है. ठीक है. I hope cytoplasm is clear now. Let's move inside the cytoplasm now. ठीक है. अब साइटोप्लाज्म में क्या क्या चीजें प्रेजेंट है. अब जो साइटोप्लाज्म है इसके अंदर जो भी चीजें प्रेजेंट है ना उसे हम लोग कहते हैं सेल ऑर्गेनल्स. ठीक है. What is it called? They are called as cell organelles. An organelle is a specialized subunit having specific functions within the cell. They are organs of the cell. ठीक है. Like how you have organs in your body, like your heart, your brain, your lungs, हर एक organ का एक different function है. Same way even the cell has cell organelles present in them and they have each and every one has a different function to do. अब ये जो cell organelles है you cannot see it through the normal microscope that you have. So except nucleus and chloroplast, all organelles can be seen only with an electron microscope. So this is an image of an electron microscope. If you want to have a look at each and every organelle other than the nucleus and cytoplasm, this type of microscopes are used in order to view the cell organelles which are there embedded in the cytoplasm. Okay. Now the next part that is there that we will be studying about the cell is the nucleus. Okay. Cytoplasm के अंदर जो cell organelles है हम लोग वो later on पढ़ेंगे. First we will learn about the nucleus. That is the third part of the cell. Usually found suspended in the cytoplasm at the center of the cell. साइटोप्लाज्म के बीच में ये होता है, मोस्टली सेल के सेंटर में होता है, बट कभी कभार थोड़ा साइड में भी हो सकता है. इट इज द कंट्रोल सेंटर ऑफ द सेल. ठीक है. इट कंट्रोल्स ईच एंड एवरीथिंग दैट इज हैपनिंग इन द सेल, फ्रॉम प्रोड्यूसिंग एनर्जी टू प्रिपेयरिंग to removing waste. Everything is done with the help of the nucleus only, with the orders of the nucleus. Okay. Next thing is the nucleoplasm. The semi-fluid material of the nucleus. मतलब न्यूक्लियस के अंदर भी जैसे कि साइटोप्लाज्म था, liquid like fluid like structure present था, same way you have nucleoplasm also. Now this nucleoplasm is also a semi-fluid material which is present in the nucleus. All right. Now here in this picture it is clearly shown to you. The picture A shows you where the cell is located. Sorry, where the nucleus is located. If you look at the nucleus, if you further cut it open, जो बाहर का जो रीजन है, जो ग्रीन कलर की बाउंड्री दिखाई दे रही है, that is the nuclear envelope. ठीक है. जैसे कि सेल मेम्ब्रेन हमारे पास था वैसे ये न्यूक्लियर एनवेलोप है. ठीक है. इसके अंदर भी इनर मेम्ब्रेन है और आउटर मेम्ब्रेन है. Inside that you have nucleoplasm. That purple region that you see, that is the nucleoplasm. All right. In the nuclear envelope you have nuclear pores also. ठीक है. जो small dots दिखाई दे रहे हैं, those are nuclear pores which are helping in the exchange of the material. ओके, नाउ इनसाइड द न्यूक्लियस ऑल्सो, ठीक है, न्यूक्लियर प्लाज्म के अंदर भी एक चीज प्रेजेंट है जो डार्क पर्पल कलर की दिखाई दे रही है, दैट इज द न्यूक्लियोलस. व्हाट इज इट? न्यूक्लियोलस. ठीक है, लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड मोर अबाउट न्यूक्लियस. नाउ द न्यूक्लियस इज अ लार्ज ओवल बॉडी near the center of the cell, the control center for all activities. It is surrounded by a nuclear membrane. Here you can see the nuclear envelope. जो nuclear envelope है उसे हम लोग nuclear membrane भी बोल सकते हैं. Inside the nucleus you have all the important things which are present, which are responsible for the genetic exchange, like the chromatins which are present हमारी body के अंदर. It controls all the activities in your cell. The nuclear plasm is the protoplasm in the nucleus. It contains the genetic material, that is the chromosomes or DNA. हम लोग normally DNA word use करते हैं ना, that is nothing but it is present in the nucleoplasm. Let's understand about nucleolus, जो center में था nucleus के. It is found in the nucleus. It contains more genetic information, that is the RNA. Let's move on to the next and important part, that is the cell organelles which are there inside the cytoplasm. The first thing that we're going to learn is the mitochondria. ठीक है, mitochondria, it is the powerhouse of the cell. Means each and every work which happens inside the cell is getting power from the mitochondria because they are the center of respiration of the cell. ठीक है, सेल के अंदर जो भी रेस्पिरेशन प्रोसेस हमारी बॉडी में होता है, जहां पर भी होता है, वो माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया से होता है. ठीक है, दे रिलीज एनर्जी फॉर सेल फंक्शंस. मींस सी एज द नेम, हम लोग माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया को नेम दिया गया है, इट इज द पावर हाउस ऑफ द सेल. मींस हमारी सेल को जो भी एनर्जी प्रोवाइड करना, जो भी काम है, वो सब माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया से ही आता है. ठीक है, सो दे रिलीज एनर्जी from the mitochondria and you get it, and each and every cell gets energy from the mitochondria. ठीक है, now here this is how the mitochondria looks. Let's have understand more about the mitochondria. Each cell requires energy and this energy is produced in the mitochondria. Under the electron microscope, a mitochondria is seen as a double membrane structure. Here you can see the double membrane structure. This is how it is seen under the electron microscope. The outer membrane is porous, means it has holes, and the inner membrane is deeply folded. Okay, here you can see how it is folded. These folds are called cristae. The inner cavity is filled with proteinaceous gel-like matrix containing ribosomes, phosphate granules and DNA. ठीक है, तो inside the mitochondria which things are present? It is this blue portion that you see like gel, which is the proteinaceous gel like matrix containing, it has ribosomes, phosphate granules and a DNA. Therefore, it can produce its own protein. With the help of enzymes, mitochondria oxidizes carbohydrates and fats in the cell. The energy released in this process is stored in the mitochondria in the form of ATP, that is the adenose triphosphate. ठीक है, तो ये जो कन्वर्जन होता है, जो एनर्जी रिलीज हो रही है ये प्रोसेस के अंदर, वो स्टोर होती है इन द माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया एज द ATP. ठीक है, plant cells have less mitochondria than animal cells. All right, so I hope mitochondria is clear to all of you, how it looks, how it functions, right? Let's understand the function of the mitochondria. The main function of mitochondria is to produce energy-rich compound called ATP. ठीक है, you will be learning more about ATP in your next standard. So, just your 8th standard, you need to remember this energy-rich compound is called as ATP. ठीक है, the synthesis of protein, carbohydrates, lipid, etc. by using the energy in the ATP. ठीक है, so जो हमारी जो भी प्रोटीन, कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स, लिपिड्स है, इसे सिंथेसाइज करना, और किस तरीके से सिंथेसाइज करते हैं, दैट ऑल थिंग इज डन बाय द माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया। ठीक है, और जो एनर्जी रिलीज होती है उसे यूज करके वो सिंथेसिस होता है, प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस होता है हमारी बॉडी में। ऑलराइट, सो दिस इज द मेन फंक्शन ऑफ द माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया। So I hope with this part of the chapter is quite clear to all of you all. I hope you have now understood what is the meaning of pollution, what are pollutants, what are the different types of pollution, and today we learned about air pollution. In our next coming class, we will be learning more about air pollution. How can you prevent it? What are the effects of it? Which are the harmful and poisonous gases which are released into the air which causes air pollution? So please see to it that you'll watch the other video as well. And till then, I hope you all have understood this part of the chapter quite clearly. In the next coming period, we'll be learning something more interesting in this chapter. Till then, thank you. If you like the session, please do not forget to subscribe to our channel so that you can share and view the videos that we had today for you. And please do not forget to hit the bell icon so that you remain updated with all the latest videos that we'll be making for our dear students.
This session was quite useful to you. In the next coming period, we'll learn something new and interesting. Till then, thank you.